Good morning, traders, and this is your S&P day trade setups for today. So let's just start off with Friday. Friday was a pretty interesting day. We had another pin bar and not quite off any structure. So if I just do that and we look to the left, you'll see a little bit like there. And I think that pretty much would be the only interaction. Yeah, there wouldn't be any other interaction at these lofty levels. So what you would have expected pretty much is this level to be the one to be tagged. And pretty much it is what we've been flirting with all week, sort of up, down, up, down, up, down. The Thursday and Friday last week, we've got buyers stepping in with those tails and holding their positions over the weekend, and we're cleared this 3161 area, which was a previous area of resistance. So if we come to the 3 hour here, you'll see what I mean. Here's your previous area of resistance. You'll see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we try to find support, couldn't. Try to find support there, couldn't. We did find some resistance there, moved down, but we found support lower down at the gap, formed a double bottom, and pretty much rallied to the upside. Okay, I am looking for longs, and quite simple. This trend is up. It's been up from down here. Doesn't matter, you give this chart to anybody, and they will tell you price is moving to the upside. Okay, so I look for longs, and that is the way I trade this. And it is less stressful trading with a trend. It also means that my opportunities to buy into this are almost guaranteed, and I have a higher probability of the trade working out. But anyway, I know a lot of you don't believe that, and you still believe that this market's going to fall, and you have some very interesting theories about it, and everybody else is wrong and you're right. Anyway, let's just stick to what I see. I think that's probably the best way to do this. What we have here is a break of a flag. That's a flag breakout. I'm looking for a retest. So what retest am I looking for? There are a couple of areas that I'd be interested in. That's the first one right there. And then the second one would be as pretty simple as the gap. Okay, so I'm looking for a pullback back into 3189, 3183. So the 3180 is the area that I'll be looking for a pullback. At the deeper level, if need be, you can see there's tails over here. Okay, and then there's a breakout retest here, which will also be a flag retest. I'm looking for 3166. Okay, so what does this mean to me? Well, quite simply, earnings season really kicks off this week, and what I'm reading into the charts at the moment is we can expect some fairly strong earnings coming through for whatever reason that is. And ultimate target at the moment is 3,300. We have tagged 3,200. Just bear in mind, I've been targeting 3,200 for pretty much quite the last 2 or 3 weeks. That's the area that we've been targeting. We are in that area now. Now it's a case of finding support here. You can see it's a breakout of the structure here. We want to find support in this area. And if we do find support, then as far as I'm concerned, the flag will be validated, and I'll be looking for a move to the upside. The other thing about this, if I just delete the noise, is you can also argue that this is a range, okay, of there. So you can see first bottom of the range, top of range, bottom of range, breakout of range. Okay, you can argue the same scenario, but the exact same pattern. You can see move up, sideways consolidation, breakout. Okay, 3,300, where does that take us to? 3,300 is pretty much right here at the bottom of the gap, which then would obviously bring in the gap itself. And if I look to the left, you can see the structure there. So that's my next target area is 3,333, I would argue. But obviously you don't want to jump in right at the top where we are at the moment. You can see a bit of consolidation happening. It may actually just continue up, very possible. But I'll wait for the European session. And any break of structure would give me an opportunity. This little structure that's forming now, if we do get a break and retest of that area, that gives you a pretty much a 60-point stop loss for quite massive gains potentially. Okay, but anyway, looking for a better pullback, and I think the logical thing is the gap to close. First, let the gap close during the European session, come back onto structure, even if you can find a trend line on the higher time frames, which is going to be pretty tough because of the strong move that we had here. So you're going to have to look left and look for structure. And pretty much every tail that you break through on the left is structure. So any pullback onto that and a bounce off that gives you an opportunity to buy, and your stop is going to be below the next structure level. Okay, so that's my view on this at the moment. There is nothing else really except for this measured move. You could make a play for a cup and handle here as well. That's not that clear. I think that's just looking for opportunities or looking for patterns. So here's your cup and here's your handle. I think the biggest play is pretty much this flag break. That's what you are looking at. So you rallied sideways for a week, and now we've broken through. Look for the pullback, look for the structure, and then look to get through these previous highs. Once you're through these previous highs, there's no stopping this thing. Pretty much sure that you're going to be targeting an all-time high after that. Okay, so just watch this area. I think that's the area that we need to watch. It's 3,200 is the area we need to watch. If that holds through today, that's definitely going to set up the trades to the upside for me. Okay, anyway, guys, hope that helps you, and I hope it adds some value to you. And enjoy the day. Keep those stops tight, and we will catch you later. Cheers for now.